fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Good morning, everybody. We are back for another episode of Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio, our first episode of 2026. A little bit of a late start, not our traditional start time. Coach Sammy had a faculty meeting this morning, so we will be back at our regular scheduled time next Monday in the Bloodhound Cafe at 10 a.m. Coach Sammy, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed your Christmas holiday. Get used to the new trend here. We're going to have, again, Coach Sammy Lucio at 10 a.m., followed up by 10:30 with Coach Edward Rojas. That is On the Pitch with Edward Rojas, our brand new soccer show. So we'll have a doubleheader for you every Monday morning. Into the new year we go. Brownsville St. Joe, the Bloodhounds coming off of a loss at Laredo on Saturday. Coach, that's what we're going to start with. Just looking at the box score and looking back on Saturday, it was 64-60. A tough road loss on the road. St. Joe 1-1 in district play. One thing I talked about on the broadcast Saturday was that from here on out, it's district games.
Yeah.
We finished our non-district portion of the season off good with a win against Brownsville Veterans. We'll talk about that later in the show. But looking at the box score, Coach, what stood out for you from Saturday?
Just our shooting percentage inside the paint wasn't the best. I think we were 20 of 48, which I think we need to be a little bit higher. I mean, we make a couple of baskets that just rimmed out. I mean, just luck of the game that just those didn't go in for us. If those go in, they might change the little momentum that Laredo started with. I thought we didn't have the best start to the game, which has been not too much of a problem this year. I felt like last year maybe that was more of a problem. But we came out and we just missed a few shots, and they came out and they hit a few shots, and you just kind of like, oh, here we go again. But then we came back into it, and just down the stretch, I thought we missed some shots that we could have made that could have turned the game around for us.
Yeah, and throughout the game, it was never out of reach.
No.
For the guys. I thought, Laredo had a really good third quarter. They outscored us, 18-11. And that was kind of the tipping point. Like, okay, like this is where the third quarter, when I was calling the game, I said it's about weathering the storm right now.
Yeah.
You got to keep it within striking distance, and I thought the kids did a good job in that fourth quarter closing the gap. I mean, you outscored them 20-17 in that fourth quarter. So talk about that fourth quarter and, we were down, 8 with 3 minutes left?
Yeah, something
more
like
or
that.
less.
I think 9.
9, yes,
Yeah.
it was 9. It was 9.
Like you said, it was a long game. We told the guys it's not gonna be easy. We're not gonna come in here and just blow these guys out. It's gonna be a tough game, and we, like you said, we just had to keep it close. The last few years that we've gone in there and we got blitzed right away, and we were down 14, 20 points right away. So it's a little harder to come back, and we just kept staying in it, and we're tied at halftime. And I didn't think we played the best first half, but we played good enough and we kept it close. Just came out in that third quarter, and Laredo, that famous corner that we always talk about, that they hit 2 threes from there, and then that was pretty much the difference of the quarter. But even in the fourth, man, I just told the guys, like, we got 8 minutes. That's a long time. And we just kept chipping away. Even when we were down, I remember coming out of timeout, and I was like, we're down 7, I think, in the timeout. I was like, we're still in this. Like, we can come back. I mean, we've done this before. We've had some good comebacks this year. We did a good job. We cut it to 2 points with about a minute and something left, and they kept fighting, man. I was super proud of the way we played. I mean, yes, we didn't come out with the win, but as a coach, I mean, when the kids give you everything they got, and I think they did, I mean, I went home, and yes, I was a little upset that we lost, but I was still proud of the way we came and we fought as a team.
Was it, we know what Laredo brings, but were they exactly what you expected?
I mean, looking at the stats that we had from them, they weren't really shooting the 3-ball as well as they've had in the past. But we always knew that in that gym that they can hit shots. And they hit 8 threes, I believe. They were 8 of 27, I believe.
Yep.
And they just hit them. They're just timely shots that go in. Just timely shots when we were making a run, and they just hit a big shot. And it's just like, it takes the air out of you.
Yep.
And we didn't really shoot it that well. We were 4 for 17 on threes, which has kind of been our Achilles heel this year. We haven't been able to hit the 3-point shots. But I mean, like we said, we fought hard, and just it's Laredo. I mean, they're tough to beat on the road. I mean, it's been a tough place for us to go into. But we've gone in there the last few years, and like we said earlier, we got blitzed, and this year we didn't. We fought. We were there. We were there to the end.
And I felt, in that first quarter, second quarter, as we were kind of getting a good feel for the game, and I noticed Laredo wasn't shooting as well as they normally do.
Yeah.
And I said it on air, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, this team is not going to stay cold forever.
Yeah.
I was like, so I felt that there was some opportunities in that first half where we could really give ourselves a little bit of a lead, and then second half comes up, and they hit those 2 threes in that vaunted left corner, and it was funny because before during the timeout, I had told David Gano, who was operating the camera, and I pointed. I said, that left corner. I go, I don't know what it is. It's the upside down for them. I don't know what it is, but they just know how to hit threes. And we came out of the timeout, or the next play, right on cue. They hit the 3, and I said, death, taxes, and corner threes.
Yeah. And looking at the stats that we had on them, they weren't shooting very well from the corners, but we know at home they can hit those, and some of them we closed out on them hard, and they just hit it on us.
No, they did, and we looking at their their performance individually, they had 2 guys in double figures. They had Zeruche, who went for 18, and then Mikey Baron, who went for 20. Number 33. I mean, I was really impressed with what Baron did for Laredo.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been there for a while for them. He's been a good contributor for them, and he's taken on more of the scoring role this year. Last year, he would score, but they had other guys that score. He was more of a distributor last year, so he took on that role this year, and he hit some big, and he was just driving hard downhill on us, and we had a hard time staying in front of him.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he played 34 minutes, so he was a big contributor. On the flip side, for the Bloodhounds, we had 2 boys in double figures. Perdo had 8, Izzy Gano had 10, and then Jason Aguilar, the headliner there, with a 32-point performance. I thought that was one of Jason's bigger games of the year.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Jason, when we were getting off the bus, I told him, man, it's time for you to have a big game. And he's like, Coach, I've been waiting for this game for a year. I mean, so he was motivated. He just came out here, and 32 pieces is it's tough to do. I mean, and he did a great job out there on Saturday. But we had some other contributors, like you said. I thought Gavin had a really all-around game. If you look, he had 6 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, that's a good stat line. I thought Izzy played a pretty good game and rebounding as well, and Luis had a lot of rebounds. I thought Chris Pirtle had some really good moments too in the game. He had a big shot in the fourth quarter for us, a big three, and an
The
and one,
and
an and one in the second quarter. I think when we closed that gap. There's good all around guys. I mean, we played together. We played as a team, and it just didn't go our way.
Yeah, and Pirtle, it was funny because the last two games we were seeing that size really come to fruition. And on air, I said there's a reason why I call him man-child. And he's really coming into his own inside, and he's starting to be very aggressive. Especially we saw it on that and one, where he was just bodying up those dudes.
Yeah,
and
I
they
think he got like 2 offensive rebounds there, and he finally finished it. Yeah, I mean he had a good game. I thought everyone that went in there had a good game and played hard, man. That's at the end of the day, that's all we could ask for is that they gave it everything they had. They followed the game plan. It just didn't go our way.
Yeah. I mean, 4-point loss. I mean, you're in there. They're in the neighborhood, and 1-1 in district play. There's still a long way to go. Now the good thing is that Sacs, Laredo, come to Brownsville. Yeah. The second time around, and I know. Anytime Laredo, and St. Joe play, they usually split, and the home team usually wins. And I mean, I think it's going to set up a big matchup down the road with Laredo. And now you have San Antonio, St. Anthony's coming to town tomorrow, and the teams quickly got to pivot, and also not just the kids are also coming back to school. Yeah. Today's an asynchronous day. Tomorrow will be the first day back for the kids at school, so it's just getting back into routine. And you guys are about to have a practice right now at 1. Jumping back into the regular routine tomorrow. How important is this afternoon's practice?
Oh, very important because, I mean, it's really our only prep day for St. Anthony's. But, I mean, I've been telling the guys, it's really about us. I mean, it's us. Can we play better? Can we execute a little bit better? Can we make shots? Can we rebound? Can we help better on defense? Just the little things. It's more about us. I think if we take care of our own stuff, the scoreboard will take care of itself. St. Anthony's, they're a tough team. They were last year's district champs. Yes, a lot of those players graduated, but they've always been tough. They've always come in here, and it's always been some great games. I believe they beat
in district. They beat Victoria
and lost to Sacs.
Yeah.
But and Victoria to me is one of the top teams. So I mean, they got some firepower too. St. Anthony's got some firepower. It's gonna be a tough game for us tomorrow.
Yeah, and they're 1-1. We're 1-1.
Yeah,
so it's pivotal. It's pivotal, and people forget that only 3 teams make the playoffs. Yeah. So there's not a lot of room for error. I know it's early, but these games you don't want to fall too behind the 8 ball. Yeah. With it being such a very few that can make the postseason. Just closing up the Laredo topic. What were some things maybe you just wanted to clean up just a bit?
Defensively, I thought we weren't in our help. We were a little late on some drives that they had. If we can clean up that, sorry. Our little bit of execution on our offensive sets. We had a few mistakes down the stretch where we maybe would execute a little bit better. We could have maybe closed the gap a little bit earlier. Just clean that stuff up. Make free throws. I think we're 8 of 14. We got to make our free throws down the stretch and just continue to keep fighting and keep pushing. And I like where we're headed. We're in a good spot. I know it feels weird at 1-1, but we're okay. We're in a good spot.
Yeah, and on the other side of the break, we'll dive more into it. But it was, I mean, you look at December as a whole, it was not a bad month.
No,
it wasn't really a bad month of December. There was a lot of basketball played over the break. With wins against veterans, that fun win against the South Texas Saints. You had the comfy win here against Macedonia. Although there's a lot we can clean up out of that game. And geez, we also had the BISD tournament that felt like a long time ago.
Yeah, felt like it was forever ago.
Yeah, when I was writing in my notes, I was like, oh, we had the BISD tournament the beginning of December. So there's a lot of basketball played. And yes, while it may seem a little cloudy right now, the team's still 1-1. You have an opportunity tomorrow to right the wrong, and then we go back on the road on Friday. But nonetheless, how was your Christmas break?
It was good. Spent a lot of it here, but it was good. Got to spend time with the family and got to play some golf and watch a lot of college football.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun, and
Yep.
got to go see a Spurs game.
Yeah.
So it was a good little break. But also we're still here working. So, but it was good.
Yeah. Christmas season, there's always basketball games,
Yeah.
soccer games in between.
Yeah.
Spring break, there's always baseball games,
Yeah.
sandwiched in
There's no-
between. So
There's no off time when
Yeah.
you're involved in high school sports.
did you get everything on your Christmas list?
I got some good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Good deal. All right, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, we're going to break down the matchup against St. Anthony's, and we will recap the month of December. When we come back, this is Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason Starkey with Gallery Homes.
Here at Gallery, we make building your new home simple and stress-free. From sales to selections, we handle every step so you can enjoy the journey to your new home. This is Gallery, where your dreams become reality.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every day. Crispy flautas, homemade tamales, and our signature chicken salad, all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
All right, welcome back to Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio, our first show of the 2026 school year. Again, every Monday in the Bloodhound Cafe at 10 a.m. Again today, just a special start time accommodating Coach Lucio. He had a staff meeting this morning, and it's also an asynchronous day, so there's no Bloodhound Cafe, but not to worry, we will be back next Monday at our traditional start time at 10 a.m., and then that'll be followed up by On the Pitch with Coach Edward Rojas. So the Bloodhounds do have a district matchup here at home against San Antonio St. Anthony's. Thankfully, it's a home game. You don't have to go back-to-back on the road. They are the defending district champion, a team that really flexed last year in this district and throughout their playoff run. Coach, what's one thing that stood out to you right away on the film?
They're athletic. They're very athletic, and they got some good shooters. They've play some man-to-man defense. They pressure a little bit too, so it's gonna be a tough matchup for us. But if we take care of business here at home and we just do the little things correctly and we follow the game plan, and we'll be okay. But it's gonna be a tough game. It's a new coach.
I was gonna say
new coach, but they've always been a good basketball team. Like they've always come in here and they've always been some battles. So we're expecting a tough game tomorrow.
You know, they're 6-16. They're 1-1 in district play, like we said earlier. They picked up a win against Victoria, but they did lose to Sacs 69-61.
Yeah.
So they're coming in off of a win, but you know, the record speaks for itself. You know, the old adage, "You are what your record says you are." And
but I mean, if you look at the
competition,
the competition that they're playing it's tough. They're playing some tough teams in the San Antonio area, so. They're battle tested. They're battle tested
for sure.
Just like Laredo, their record overall wasn't the greatest, but you look at the teams they play, they're battle tested, just like us. Like when we played
Mhm.
the 5 and 6A teams here in the valley.
Yeah. Yeah, I think tomorrow. I think the big key is like we've said all year. The team just needs to get off to a good start, especially here at home. You know, back in Laredo, I said the keys to the game is you got to get off to a hot start. You got to eliminate the crowd, and you cannot let Laredo get hot early.
Yeah.
And I think here, if we can set the tone early, and then jump out to a good lead, I think that can set the tone for the
Just like we did against Vets. I mean, we
Yeah,
came out,
yes,
we had
yeah,
a very
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
start, and just we had a decent crowd, and the guys. I mean, when you play at home, you have a little bit more juice, and you feel better, and you feel more comfortable shooting at home. But we got to figure out how to win. If you want to make a playoff run, you got to learn how to win on the road. So in district,
Yeah.
we have won some road games this year, but we got to figure out how to win district road games.
Yeah. It's St. Anthony's tomorrow, and then St. Mary's on Friday on the road.
Yeah.
And Tuesday's here, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we'll get here very quickly, and obviously we're taking one game at a time. But this is a big week.
Yeah.
It's a big week in hindsight when you look at it, considering that you have a home game and a road game, and St. Mary's is still that wild card, which I felt they've athletically this year. I've just felt they've been the wild card.
Yeah.
In volleyball, we weren't expecting them to be as good as they were this year, and girls basketball, obviously that's their meat and potatoes in district play, and then with us, we just gonna have to just kind of wait and see where they go. But we know every time we go to St. Mary's, there's always something funky.
Yeah.
It always makes for a good game. So yeah, big week for the boys.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge week. Like I told them on Fridays, the last practice we had before we went to Laredo. These next 2 months are gonna fly by.
Oh yeah.
Like fast. Like there's gonna be games, and it's gonna fly by. I told the seniors, like, this is it. I mean, you got 2 months to leave your legacy and see how you want to be remembered. And I told the young guys, like, remember that I'm talking to these seniors right now. You're gonna blink, and it's gonna be your senior year, and you're gonna be sitting, and I'm gonna be hopefully giving you the same speech, and it flies by. So take advantage of the time we have right now that we have together to go out there and just. At the end of the day, it's a game, and we gotta have. I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves, and we put maybe too much pressure on the kids. At the end of the day, it's a game. The reason they play this game is because they love it. It's fun. We gotta treat it like that sometimes too. But I really do like where we're at. I don't think we've peaked yet. I think we're still going up that mountain, and eventually we're gonna hit a good spot. And we're gonna be a dangerous team. We're gonna be a dangerous team, and we're gonna be a hard out. We're not gonna roll over for anybody. We're gonna defend ourselves. We're gonna go out there and just keep playing and just keep working hard and keep playing hard and just stay together. That's all I ask for these guys. Just keep it together, stay as a team, and anything can happen.
For sure. And we on our last show we talked about trending, and you and I agreed that we were nowhere close to playing to the potential we know that this team can play, but the trend was upwards. And despite the Laredo loss, I think this team is still trending in the right direction, and I think you're right that once this team peaks at the right time, it's going to be a tough out, especially when you get it. You want to get hot at the right time.
Yeah.
You want to get hot at the right time, when you hit into that second half of district play. And it's going to be big because we're going to have a lot of home games.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yes.
We were in the same. I think we probably had the same talk in this show 2 years ago. That we were heading up, and then we caught fire, and we won 3 of the last 4 games. I think.
Yeah, I think you went 5-3 down the stretch.
Yeah, something like that. And I think this team's got the same capability.
For sure, absolutely. And with that being said, just shifting gears to the month of December as a whole. We had the big win against Vets. We had the big win against Macedonia. Talk about the win against Vets. I mean that was a good win here at home.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a local rivalry. Yeah. You would call it between schools, but it's friendly. I don't think it's a
friendly rivalry.
Friendly rivalry. We play each other in football, basketball, pretty much in every sport. Girls volleyball, everything. And to beat them it's a good win for us. I thought, and they compare to like the teams in our district, like they're very well. So I thought it was a perfect game to get us ready for district. but anytime we can beat a 6A team, we're gonna be excited and we're gonna be happy about it. And we learned a lot. I think we learned a lot that day. That we can, because we had a lead, they came back, they tied it, and then we just went on a little run there in the fourth quarter to take. I think we learned a lot from that game.
Yeah, for sure. We had a lot of guys contribute in that
Yeah.
game too, and you know they just kind of fed off each other, and you told the boys going into the Vets game that, hey, this is our last dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Because from here on out, everything counts.
Yeah.
And I thought they responded well in that Vets game, and just a nice feather in your hat and the kid's hat. You know, obviously there's the backstory there with Izzy and with Jason, how they're former Chargers, and they were able to Jason 3-0 against his former club.
Yeah.
That's a nice little you know, you can stick your chest out for that as a competitor.
Yeah.
You know, but the Macedonian game too, you know, won by I think it was like 20, it was convincingly. But still the turnovers was the
a little
bug.
high.
was the bug, and just some things that you just want to clean up.
It's another good team. I mean,
they're
always
better. They're better than what their record
Yeah.
shows, and I
they
think
play
what
tough teams too. As a 1A tap school, they're not afraid to go out there and play some 5As and 6As from the Upper Valley. So
I think he's having that same conversation we are, that they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna. I mean, if you're not familiar with Santiago Curling and Macedonian, they're a 1A tap school. I say it's in Edinburgh, but it's more like in Far. It's kind of in that gray area in between. But they're in the same district as Juan Diego Academy, as Harvest Christian, and that's another very good basketball program. And they're a very competitive team. They've gone on runs at the TAPS division, the same as St. Joe's. They're in 1A, so a well-respected coach and a well-respected program. And I think you know, they're going to figure it out. But you know, when you look at the body of work and the wins that we have so far through the first half of the year, it's been a good body of work.
Yeah.
And the good thing too is that, you know, if things weren't trending right and if there were still a lot of questions, then okay. But that's not the case.
No.
You know, we continue to see this team get better. We're seeing a lot of these sophomores really grow up before our eyes, and I think when the year does come to an end, that we're gonna look back and say like, hey, this is the game where this kid may have grown up. This is the game where this kid broke out, and you know, there's a lot of positives.
Yeah, I mean, we're trending in the right direction. We got a big game tomorrow. We just got one game at a time. One game mentality. 1-0. Just figure out how to win tomorrow, no matter what the score is. Just figure out how to win, because it is a talented St. Anthony's team. We can't take them lightly. Well, they won district last year and they made a Final Four run, but they graduated all those guys. They're still good. You watch the film, they're good. It's gonna be a tough game.
Give us the 3 keys for tomorrow.
Same like always. Take care of the basketball, which has been a main thing we need to do all the time. Just take care of the basketball. Be sound defensively. I thought we broke down on defense a couple times Saturday. That cost us those big shots that they hit. And just make our free throws, rebound, and then just do the little things correctly. That's what we've been harping on all year. Just do the little things, do your job, do those 3 things, and we should be okay.
Absolutely. So, boys, junior high basketball also gets underway tomorrow as well. Do you have anything else there?
No, I mean, excited to see the young talent come up, see how they get there and they start developing. And it's always fun to go watch those games play, because you always like, me and Coach and I were like, man, when that guy gets to us. And I mean, we've been doing this for so long. I still remember watching these guys play middle school basketball. Knox and the sophomore group right now, they were a pretty good middle school basketball team.
Yeah.
So
I was around when they were in 7th grade. So yeah.
And it's crazy how time flies. They were 7th grade, now they're sophomores. Like the time flies by.
To your point. Yeah. That blink and.
Yeah, you blink and the times go. I mean, Andre, when he was in 7th grade, remember watching him play basketball, and it's just crazy how the time flies. So, but I enjoy watching the middle school games. It's all about the development for them and making them enjoy the game of basketball. I mean, like we talked about earlier, it's a game. I mean, it's a game. But you can learn a lot playing basketball. It teaches you a lot of life lessons that I think will for the overall person playing basketball helps. You just learn a lot of life lessons that they're going to help you in the future.
Yeah, and that's the cool perk that St. Joe has, is that you get to watch your 7th and 8th graders here.
Yeah.
You know, skip and a hop away in the student center in the dome, and you can develop these kids early, and that way once they get to the high school level. They understand the verbiage, they know the
Yeah.
system, and most importantly, they know your expectations
Yeah.
for the program. And that's one thing I forgot who I was having a conversation. Oh, this morning with Coach Edward Rojas was that, even though he's new to the program, his expectations are here. But guys like Esse, Johnny, these 3-4 year starters, they know what the expectation is. It's already been branded in that program, and it's just a matter of, hey, the expectation does not change.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing when these kids get from junior high to the high school level. The expectation does not change.
Yeah. I mean, it's about building culture, and the culture never changes. We had alumni around this last couple of
Yeah, that
weeks,
was fun.
and it was cool to see old faces, and they just talk about like they still watch the games, and they're like, man, coach, we gotta.
We still watch the
Laredo."
games.
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
gotta beat
yeah.
Laredo, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just.
Yeah.
It's a special thing
Yeah,
about being
for
here
sure. Yeah.
at St. Joe.
For sure. So tomorrow game times are
JV's at 2:00, varsity's at 4. Varsity girls are at 2:00.
absolutely. So we will be live here in the dome. I encourage you to make it. If not, we got your back. It'll be streamed on the Bloodhound channel. We'll get the link up for you because tomorrow is a busy day for myself. We have basketball here in the dome, and we have soccer right here at Canales Field. Both will be streamed, and I'll get you the links on our social media sites once the links become available. So again, I encourage everyone to come out, check out the Bloodhounds. They're trying to kick off the new year with a win here at home. And the soccer team will be at Canales Field at 3 o'clock. They have their own district matchup as well against Victoria St. Joe. So, Coach, you got practice at 1 o'clock. I'm going to let you go.
Yep.
That's going to wrap up our first show of 2026. Again, we will be back live every Monday morning at 10 a.m. back in the Bloodhound Cafe. And, again, a special thank you to Miss Amanda and everybody over there who lets us hang out and talk our heads off about soccer and basketball. So we will see you guys next week. This has been Double Dribble with Coach Sammy Lucio.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to